Iran has escalated its rhetoric against the United States, with Iranian Army Chief Major General Amir announcing a $30,000 bounty for anyone who kills or captures a U.S. military personnel. Well, according to the Iran's news agency, the reward would be doubled to $60,000 if the act is carried out by an Iranian woman. He also said that the plan was prepared after what he described as a large number of requests from people seeking to participate in supporting Iran's war effort. And under the announced plan, anyone who kills or captures and hands over an American military personnel would receive $30,000 or around 5 billion Iranian tomans. Hatami did not specify where or when such an operation could take place, and the announcement comes despite there being no known deployment of regular U.S. ground troops inside Iran. Apart from a U.S. rescue mission earlier in the conflict involving personnel recovering the weapon system officer of a downed F-15, there has been no confirmed large-scale American ground presence inside the Iranian territory. Hatami also used the announcement to issue a broader warning to Washington, demanding that U.S. forces leave the Middle East. He said that American forces would no longer be permitted to enter or operate in the Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman and the Strait of Hormuz. And the Strait of Hormuz remains a major flashpoint between Iran and the US. The strategically important waterway is a crucial route for global energy shipments, meaning any military escalation in the area could have wider consequences for international trade, shipping and oil prices. And the bounty announcement comes amid a fragile ceasefire and continuing tensions between Tehran and Washington. Well, the two sides have exchanged missile and drone attacks during the wider conflict, while diplomatic efforts have continued through indirect channels. However, a previous framework for peace talks collapsed, leaving the region facing renewed uncertainty. Hatami also criticized statements from U.S. President Donald Trump regarding the Strait of Hormuz and rejected any suggestion that the U.S. could establish greater control over the waterway. Well, the Iranian army chief insisted that American military bases in the region should not be allowed to return to their previous status. He argued that the only way to resolve the confrontation was for the U.S. to withdraw its forces from the region. And his remarks underlined Tehran's broader demand for an end to the American military presence around Iran. And the latest announcement further raises tension between the two countries because offering a financial reward for the killing or capture of American service members represents an especially aggressive escalation in rhetoric. And at the same time, there is no indication so far that the bounty has resulted in any attempted attack or capture of U.S. personnel. But the announcement also raises practical questions about how the reward could be carried out given the absence of confirmed U.S. ground troops inside Iran. Hatami did not provide details about how claims would be verified or where potential targets could be found. But for Washington, the statement is likely to be seen as a direct threat to American service members and could further complicate efforts in order to maintain the fragile ceasefire. Well, for Tehran, it appears intended to demonstrate defiance and reinforce its demand that U.S. forces leave the region. And with tensions already high around the Persian Gulf and Strait of Hormuz, the bounty announcement adds another dangerous dimension to the standoff. While diplomatic channels remain open, the increasingly aggressive statements from both the sides continue to raise concerns that the fragile ceasefire could come under further pressure. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.